Hey guys, it's Michael here from GRNDXAGENCY. We teach independent musicians how to attract, grow, and monetize their music careers using paid marketing. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is sharing reasons why I believe indie musicians need to focus on using TikTok. So as you know, TikTok has vastly grown over the couple of years, and it's become pretty much a staple for people in the entertainment world to get mass exposure. And what I'm going to be doing is just listing some of the main reasons why I believe indie musicians need to jump on TikTok and focus on it as one of the core social media platforms. And before I even jump into that video, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that. And if you haven't turned on the notification bell so that you can be kept up to date with any other content that we drop, please do that as well. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the reasons why indie musicians should focus on TikTok. I'm going to start off by, talking about our agency and the experience that we've had being on TikTok. And then I'm going to jump into my phone so you can see a little bit more about the platform and just discuss certain areas, that I believe are highlighting points to reasons why other indie musicians should really focus on using this platform as a growth strategy and as one of the social media platforms that are going to be able to get their talent out there. So last year around January is when we really started to delve into TikTok. We came across the app. At first we thought it was just for kids, and it's not a platform that should be used for music marketing agencies. And then, as people like Gary Vee and other people started to talk about this platform more and more, we decided to give it a tester. So last year around January, we were using the platform, but we didn't really have a plan of the type of content we were going to put out there. There was no consistency. So really and truly, the results weren't really, nothing to scream about. And then this year around January, we decided to pick it back up and be more consistent, and also mirror the strategy that we're using on Instagram and just replicate it and use it over on TikTok and just see what it would do. And coming up to 11 months now, we've been on TikTok and we've managed to grow from literally zero all the way to 10.8k. There's people that have far more followers in regards to their music marketing agencies or any other, niches that they're in. But that's not the main focus of this. It's the fact that, we've been able to far surpass the amount of growth that we've been able to build on Instagram. On TikTok, we've been able to surpass that within, a few months. We've been on Instagram for at least about coming up to 2 years now. And in less of that time, 11 months, we've been able to grow from, you know, 0 to 10.8k. And on Instagram, you'll see we're only on about like 1,500. So it's definitely a platform that has given us a lot of exposure and allowed us to get our music marketing services and content out there into a wider audience. And the thing about this platform is it's entertainment based, so it's a no-brainer for an agency like ours to be on that platform. So what I'm going to do now is hop into the phone and we're going to start talking about some of the other reasons why indie musicians should jump on this platform and just break down some of the successes that we've had. As you can see, we've jumped all the way from 0 to 10.8k within the space of, you know, 11 months. What we're going to talk about quickly is virality. So when you're using TikTok, one of the large advantages it has for indie musicians is the fact that there's something called sounds that can be used on any video that you make. So for example, you can see on the screen here, I've typed in Pounds, a UK artist, and you can see that he's created a song called TikTok. He's been smart about it. He knows that a lot of people are talking about TikTok, whether it's going to be banned in the US or not. That's phased away now. It's not going to be banned as it's been acquired. But you can see here he's created this track, and if I scroll down and find his original video, you can see he created his original video here. You can see it got 15.7k likes, 243 comments, and you can see he posted that about last month, and you can see since then he's had 16.9k videos. Now you've got to imagine, if you're an indie musician or producer, these are not in total as in listens, these are people that have used his sound. So if 16.9k people have 100 people minimum that have followed their accounts, that means the likelihood of people seeing this track and using this sound also just increases majorly. So that's one of the major plus points and reasons why you really want to be using TikTok, because people are accustomed to coming on this platform to be entertained or educated. There's a lot of dancers on this platform, and there's a lot of musicians that are highly profiting because they understand this is where it's at right now in order to get that maximum exposure. If you make the right sort of content and you understand what works and you fit it into something that is catchy, playful, and light-hearted, you're definitely going to succeed on this platform. And you can see how Pounds has been able to grow as well. Another person that I can think of is Kat Burns. Literally, when we came across her profile on TikTok, she was on probably like 30,000 people. You know, not a lot, but she continued to stay consistent. And you can see now she's even verified, and she even signed her own record, deal through TikTok exposure. Okay, so you've seen some of the examples from artists that have been able to blow and grow, their profiles on TikTok and get the exposure, from one being able to leverage getting his music out there, Pounds, through the TikTok song, and Kat Burns being able to sign a record label deal just through, creating consistent content on TikTok. Now I'm going to show you, some of the ways that indie musicians can grow their profiles. So for example, you can see Megan Thee Stallion. Her track's at 30.9 million videos, and that's just using her track Savage. And you can just see here, they've created a challenge for it, and it's at 1.2 billion views. So the whole aim here is being able to leech onto that virality by creating stuff like challenges, and you can see just how many people have created different versions to this Savage challenge. And it's an example of why indie musicians need to be using TikTok, because you can create your own challenge for your tracks. There's dance moves that people are willing to do if you create the right sort of content, and if the music is good enough and you create a video that's catchy enough. And these are examples of just ways that you can get your music out there and take advantage of this TikTok platform. And the key message here is that this platform is here to, entertain or educate. And, as indie musicians and producers, this is where you really should be putting your efforts towards creating your own challenges. There's also duets as well. So if I search over here, this is another way you can get yourself out there. What I'm doing right now is just searching for duets. As you can see here, this is a duet. Sure, this is a song, and this is another way that you're able to, even connect with fellow musicians as well. This is another reason why, indie musicians should get on TikTok's platform, because what it's doing for you as well is it's kind of putting you around people that are like-minded as well. Who's to say that the people that are making this specific video haven't gone on to make a track together, or shared ideas that have been able to bring more success to their individual careers. So it's also helping you grow your network in the music industry as well. That's one of the major positives it has as well. Not only does it provide the virality, through posting the consistent content, being able to utilize the challenges through the Megan Thee Stallion example that I've given you, you're also now seeing a way you can expand your network through duetting with other musicians and testing your vocal ranges or your rapping ability. These are examples of ways that you can grow your profiles as well, through challenges, through duets. So another major advantage as well is the fact that people can use your music in their dances. So there's a lot of dancers that are on TikTok that are just waiting to use your sound as well. So if you're an indie musician and you're a producer, it gives you more of an opportunity to get your sound out there. People ain't just doing voiceovers using your music or using it for certain, videos or activities that they're showcasing on their TikTok profiles. They're actually dancers that are waiting to use your music. And this example is using Pop Smoke's track Get Back. And you can see it's been used 349.6k times. And it's a 30-second sound of the track. And you can just see the amount of people that have created videos. If I just click on one just so you can see, this video has 1 million likes, 13.1k comments, 49.1k shares, and it's just an example of how if you have the right track, this can be used by a vast amount of TikTok users, and there's dancers out there that are ready to, help your track go even further. So imagine if 349.6k people have used this video and use the sound in this video. Imagine the amount of people on those individual accounts that have seen, this actual, video that has been created and listen to the music that's part of it as well. It just shows you the magnitude and capability that this platform has to help you as an indie musician or producer to get that further awareness for your music career. And it's another reason why. So we've got, people creating challenges of your music. We've got people, using your music in their actual dances. It's different ways that you can get your music out there. People turning your music into some sort of viral challenge that enables it to get in front of more and more people. And the fact the For You page doesn't limit your exposure as well is another advantage of using this platform. So what I've done just here is giving you another example by typing indie musician through hashtags, which is another way that you can get exposure for your music as well. Defining what sort of, genre or audience you want to gravitate towards your music career. And I've typed in indie musicians just to give you an example that there's other artists out there that are leveraging, this platform heavily. And you can see all of these videos that have been created, and it's another opportunity for you to literally get yourself out there as well. Basically, this is an artist, Comfort Club. He says the goal is to get to 1K so I can play a concert on here. And you can just see these are people that are, getting their music out there. And the track that he's put out there, people are liking it. It's got 179 likes and 11 shares, 32 comments. It may not be, the largest in the world, but it's a step forward in the right direction. And it's an example of, by using the right sort of hashtags, it's another way for you to get that exposure as well. And it's another reason why you as an indie musician need to be on this. In this specific hashtag for indie musicians, there's only 1.1 million views, which means, there's so much more potential. Like, it's not on the billions yet. So there's still room for, indie musicians that haven't taken that leap or step yet, or producers that haven't taken that step. If I was to type in indie producers, let's see what comes up. Indie producers. So you can see there's people using this as well, but it's still not heavy. It's only, well, this one's only got 38 views. If I type in producer, took away the S. Yeah, that hashtag only has, 2,464 views, which means if you're an indie producer watching this video right now, there's still a lot of room and potential for you to take over this hashtag right now and put all of your music there. So by the time more and more people get exposed to this platform and start, searching via hashtags, they can see you first, which means you're the first person that they're going to be looking at in regards to beats and content. And if you've got products or you've got music that you want people to hear, and really appreciate and enjoy because you spent a lot of, time and effort and finances investing to make it, you surely would want them to see you first and, share your content and really show appreciation towards it. So this is another reason why you should get on TikTok, because you have the opportunity to fill up the massive void that is present right now in regards to the fact that not a lot of indie musicians are really tapping into this platform enough, and the ones that are succeeding and being able to get themselves, in niche spaces on this platform so that they can grow their fan bases and literally quote unquote blow up overnight because they're leveraging, the lack of limitations that is available on TikTok in comparison to the Instagrams and Facebooks and all of the other platforms that are out there. So this is just another reason why, besides the For You page giving you access to everyone that is on TikTok, besides the hashtags that you can use to refine the niche that you want, your follower traffic to come in from, besides the dancers that are going to use your tracks and your sound in order to give you extra exposure, and besides the fact that you can get virality through challenges, these are all the different ways that people can really use your music and help you grow your profile just by, jumping on TikTok and posting the right sort of content and understanding what works and what doesn't work. And you've seen, snippets of examples such as Pounds using his track and having around 16k people create videos off the TikTok song, or Cat Burns being able to, sign a record deal through the exposure she got from TikTok. These are just snippets of examples. On a closing note, these are just some of the reasons why indie musicians should really jump on this platform, because it's undertapped at the moment right now. It's getting more and more popular as the days go on. And if you understand what works and, you really immerse yourself on this platform as an indie musician or producer, there's enough room and space for you to succeed on this platform as well. You've seen, on our agency's profile, we've been able to grow our profile all the way, from 0 up to 10.8k within the space of, under 11 months of, really going heavy on a plan and a strategy and being consistent. And what I've just mentioned there, just the principles that we've used that you can use as well. So I highly would advise you to jump on this platform. If you're an indie musician or producer, sign up, start looking at what other people are posting and how you can improve your content as well. And if you've got any questions about this video, if you have any, success stories, or even if it's negative stories about your experience on this platform and you want to discuss it, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Again, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bells to be kept up to date. And I hope to see you and follow you on TikTok if you sign up.